Good evening. I'm Paul Watson-Ausencio, a graduate student at the University of Southern Mississippi in the School of Library and Information Science. Tonight we're going to be doing activity card 2 for LIS 629, and we're going to be going over a lullaby that I'm not quite familiar with, so I will be referencing my notes here, but it's called Zoom, 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 or Going to the Moon. We'll be demonstrating the appropriate movements with a real live baby, my 9-month-old infant son, but we'll also talk about what's appropriate movements for, let's say, a toddler and a preschooler. Towards the end of this demonstration, we'll also discuss 3 books that might pair really well with this activity because they're all integrated and have a space theme. So let's get started here. Okay, so I have my son, and it goes, so for babies, caregivers, let's we're gonna bounce the babies on our lap as we sing, and then for blast off, we're gonna lift them up in the air. I'm gonna make a minor adjustment here. We'll lift babies up in the air and kind of gauge their response. Okay. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going very soon. If you want to take a trip, step in my rocket ship. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Do you like that, Henry? Okay, we'll do it one more time. Ready? Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going very soon. If you want to take a trip, step in my rocket ship. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! So we demonstrated this activity with the baby. Parents, you want to lift the baby up quickly and kind of gauge the response if they have an appetite for being lifted like that. Henry seemed to enjoy the lullaby. For toddlers, you can have them kind of pretend to be in a step into a rocket ship and then squat down and jump up off on blast off. For preschoolers, you can give each child like an empty toilet paper roll or a colored scarf and ask them to pretend it's a rocket ship and they're the astronaut on the controls, and then ask them to count down with you at that point. So even though it's a fairly simplistic lullaby, there are ways to make it more engaging for children who might be beyond that baby stage. Okay, so one of the reasons why I really like this this lullaby is because I'm a space system operator for the United States Air Force, and space is near and dear to my heart. Some books that would work really well that has that space theme that ties in, or that science theme that ties in, is What Makes Day and Night. This is kind of an old school book from the Just Ask series. We actually got this from a free little library. I remember having these as a child, and I just loved looking at these and kind of allowing the book and the artwork to answer my questions. Another one, going back to that counting and sequencing piece within the lullaby, another good book, or any book that's kind of similar to it, is a counting book. These are, your typical board book that babies can gnaw on and chew on, and for the most part, they're kind of baby indestructible up until about 18 months, and then babies can have a go at them. Also has kind of a biology and animal theme too, so that works well from a science perspective. And lastly, another book that we particularly like in our family is the ABCs of Science. Of course, these scientific principles are going to be a lot more advanced for baby, but this is a great way just to look at some really cool graphs, be reminded of some scientific principles that may have been long lost from your days of education and school and college. So this is activity card 2. We went over Zoom, 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 or Going to the Moon. We demonstrated this activity with my 9-month-old Henry. He seemed to enjoy it. We talked about how we could expand the activity to make it suitable for babies, preschool, babies, toddlers, and preschoolers. And we also explored what 3 scientific or science books would work well from a children's perspective. This one might be a little inappropriate for a baby because it has a lot of text. Um, Beautiful pictures though. These would probably be better suited for baby. Either way, I think children would like it, and that's activity card 2. Thank you so much. My name is Paul Watson-Ausencio from the University of Southern Mississippi. I'm a graduate student in the School of Library and Information Science. This assignment was for LIS 629, and I hope you have a good evening. Thank you.